We have major Survivor Series return spoilers. Come and get them. Plus, CM Punk responds to the AEW Devil rumors. And we have backstage details on a new AEW tournament. It's all in your Cultaholic wrestling news right now. Survivor Series is a week on Saturday. War Games are well and truly back, and we've got some spoilers for potential new people being added to War Games. Obviously, if you don't want it ruined, then this might not be the one for you. But if you do, stay there. We'll ruin it for you right now with Adam.
Let's ruin it! So it's reported on Friday that it was a possibility that Drew McIntyre might be joining the Judgment Day, the heel side of things. Fightful Select has a bit more on Drew's involvement, as well as the potential 10th man to round out the match. They say about Drew McIntyre has been planned for the heel Judgment Day side of things, making it a 5-man team. The plan since summer for the babyface side was a returning Randall Keith Orton. The reveal tentatively planned before the day of the show as to avoid any CM Punk speculation. Obviously, the show is going to be in Chicago, Illinois, and they are expecting lots and lots of CM Punk chants, so they want to try and put that to bed as best they can. And having a mystery man going into it would not be a good idea. It's a very, very good idea to reveal RKO before.
Or do something that very much makes it clear that it's Randy Orton.
Yes.
You know, use his new catchphrase, it's clobbering time. Talk about his new house in Chicago. You know, say, I'm Randy Orton and you're going to sleep. You know, make it really clear that it's Randy Orton from the beginning. That's a good move. I think Randy would not be a bad shout as well. There was lots of people that said, it'd be easy money for CM Punk to come back to WWE, but the event's already sold out. Mm-hmm. The company is on fire at the moment. Yep. CM Punk should be, as many have said, like an in case of emergency break glass type situation.
Well, reportedly, that's how they view him, isn't it? While business is so good, they don't feel that they need CM Punk because everybody's super hot on WWE right now. If things go downhill, right now it's not worth a headache, is what has been alleged anyway. There's going to be more than one War Games match, of course, at Survivor Series. Fightful Select PW Insider reporting that Becky Lynch is set to lead a women's War Games match on the same night. The opposing team will, we assume, be Damage Control, who have new member. It's exciting, isn't it? I'm buzzing about it. I think this is shaping up to be a really good Survivor Series. I think it's going to be a great card. I was thinking about Randy Orton, and initially I was like, oh yeah, that's quite clever. He's coming back in, maybe he's got a bit of ring rust. Stick him in a multi-man, he doesn't have to do that much. It's War Games, it's not like that really, is it? He's got to do quite a lot. So he's got his work cut out for him on Saturday night, Saturday night.
It's going to be grafting. Now, CM Punk, obviously the name that was very much circulated when it comes to the Survivor Series a week on Saturday. He's definitely there. But he was on Instagram, and he's having some fun at the moment using Instagram to chat about the wrestling cultural situations in general. So the identity of the Devil in AEW has been speculated to be CM Punk. He had some fun with this on the gram. He shared a picture of the Black Scorpion from WCW, who was, as you may know, if you're of a certain vintage, turned out to be Ric Flair in a hilarious setup all along for Sting. Why trust that man with anything? With the picture, Punk also put the caption saying, "Who was behind the mask?"
Yes.
So now this is either Punk kind of going a little nudge, nudge, wink, wink, oh, hey, the Devil, hey, or he could just be saying, I think Ric Flair's the Devil.
He's just having a laugh, isn't he?
He's having a laugh.
It's annoying because he's been really, really funny on social media, and I saw this pop up, and I actually let out an audible laugh. Not just like, I didn't just exhale through my nose like you do. I went, oh, that's quite funny. He's being a funny, but we're meant to hate you, Punk. We're meant to think you're horrible. No, fair play to him. Who do you think it is right now, if you had to put money on it?
Well, we said on the podcast on Friday, what if it's just the Devil and that's just his face? What do you mean wearing a mask? This is my face. Adam Cole seems a really obvious one, and I think just because something's obvious doesn't mean it's bad. I think that it would be certainly a very creative way to pay things off, to put it lightly.
It's too early. They wouldn't be doing all this stuff on TV, I don't think, if the reveal was going to happen 6 months down the line. And that's when Adam Cole is meant to be back. He's pretty banged up, isn't he?
An ex-WWE star, maybe?
Potentially. The problem that they've got is there aren't too many people who wouldn't be underwhelming. Like, I really, really think this has to be quite a big name. I'm sticking with Ziggler.
Dolph Ziggler seems like a good one.
No, you scoffed at me on the podcast.
Oh, well,
I think you did. Oh, yeah, Dolph Ziggler seems like a good chat. What's this about?
Did I?
Yeah, you both did.
I don't remember anything.
I'm sticking with it.
I don't remember anything I said on the podcast.
Nick Nemeth is who I'm going for. Who would be the most underwhelming?
Most underwhelming would probably be Dolph Ziggler.
No, piss off. Piss off. He's got his mates. That's the Spirit Squad.
Underwhelming. It would be. I think whether it was revealed to be Roderick Strong. Because he's already in. I was doing both at the same time.
But it would make sense, and you just said sometimes the things that make sense to the. Come on.
Doesn't mean it wouldn't be underwhelming.
No, it would be underwhelming.
Your Honour.
QT Marshall.
You're a QT Marshall. NXT's Iron Survivor tournament continues. WWE Hall of Famer Lita chose her 4 favourite wrestlers to be in the next round of the tournament. And of course, anyone that knows Lita knows that she picked Roxanne Perez versus Lash Legend.
She loves those two.
She's
always going on about this.
Never shuts up about them. And then for the men's match, Trick Williams versus Joe Coffey from Gallus. Her favourite wrestlers. Love them. I like the use of the Hall of Famers for this. I find it weird when they try and justify, oh yeah, definitely them because I love them.
It's fun. You could tell Foley couldn't be asked. I've not actually seen the Lita video. Is it another cameo vertical video? Turn it round, Lita.
I wish Mick could have turned his round. We'll have JBL and Jerry Lawler choosing qualifying matches the next couple of weeks as well. Over to Dynamite once again. Some scrapped plans for a match that we're going to see, I believe, this Wednesday.
Sammy Guevara was originally planned for the street fight. Brian Cage replacing him. Fightful were told that an original name for the match was the Final Boss Battle Street Fight.
I thought it would have been nice. Everybody had little power bars at the top.
Yes.
Paul White starts quite low. Everyone else starts quite high.
You know what? This has come around very, very quickly. I'm glad they're not doing it on pay-per-view. It's the Yakuza game sponsorship thing, isn't it? And apparently they've pre-filmed a load of stuff already, so I'm expecting part cinematic. So maybe they stumble backstage or something, and that's when all the bits with Paul White happen because they're going to need multiple takes. I'm a little bit worried about him doing this stuff.
What if it's someone else, but they CGI Paul White's face on top?
As long as it's safe, because he came out, and it's like, he looks like an uppercase K, doesn't it? The way, no disrespect to Paul White, because I think he's amazing. And he's one of the best, if not the best guy. Brilliant. But he shouldn't be wrestling anymore.
Yeah, he looked a bit uncomfortable in that role. But as I say, the thing with a street fight is you have the opportunity to sort of work around limitations and stuff like that with shenanigans. And it's a multi-man match, so there's lots of fun that can be had. I think it'll be a fun match. I think they'll have a lovely time with it. So that's happening on Wednesday. Also on Saturday, it was announced that AEW are doing their own version of the G1. It's called the AEW Continental Classic.
Obviously.
It begins on Wednesday. It's a 12-man round-robin tournament. The winner being determined at AEW's World's End on December the 30th. This was actually a device to bring back Bryan Danielson, who hasn't been wrestling since he broke his orbital bone. And now it was Andrade, the match with Andrade where he did it, but they've sort of retconned it to say Okada did it.
Yes.
To set up their match for Wrestle Kingdom. But Fightful have added the announcement of the Continental Classic was kept very quiet and wasn't shown to the live crowd, which explains why you didn't get like a big reaction for it.
Sorry, right. You can go, hey, I've got a big announcement, and then go, oh, tickets are on sale for Wembley, take 2. That's worth a big announcement, but this tournament featuring the return of Bryan Danielson wasn't good enough to show the crowd.
It's an interesting one, isn't it?
I don't understand. Am I missing something here?
I thought you might have announced that, unless I mean, if it was a pre-tape bit, surely you play the pre-tape on.
That's worth an announcement.
I think that's worth an announcement.
He loves an announcement. Well, it is an announcement, but it's not as hyped as announcements with whatever. Who you got in that one, Tom? I've got Bryan Danielson.
Dolph Ziggler.
All right.
It's going to be Dolph in it all the way. I mean, it feels like something that Bryan Danielson will have some fun with doing, like a round robin tournament.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, look, we'll him or QT Marshall, basically. More wrestling news throughout the day at cultaholic.com. Stay safe. Love you. Bye.